What's up, guys? Welcome to the Dolce Diet channel. And what I want to do is I want to explain exactly what the Dolce Diet is and what our principles are. There's a lot of confusion. Most people don't know what the hell the Dolce Diet is, but you know of the Dolce Diet. You see us with some of the world's greatest athletes, but you don't quite understand what it is. Some people think, well, I think they're paleo because they talk about meat. Some people think, well, I think they're vegan because he's always talking about these plant proteins and plant products. A lot of people don't understand what we are. So the Dolce Diet is a longevity-based approach to immediate health and wellness. We want to focus on the long term to determine what decisions we make immediately in the short term. By doing that, we know exactly what to eat. We know exactly how to train. We know exactly what rest and recuperation protocols we need to undertake because we're focused on the long term, a long, healthy, vibrant life. And that starts today with the very next decision you make. And we've been able to build out a complete meal plan, a lifestyle, as a result of this. Now, I've been in the game since 1997. I officially opened my business. So 97, and we're here in 2015, so that's what, 18 years I've had the doors open to my business. Now, I was practicing even for a few years before that, kind of under the table, But I've been doing it a long time. I've been working with the world's most elite athletes for over a decade, 12 years, actually, when we had our first national champion. And since then, we've had scores of Olympic medalists. We've had multiple world champions, All-Americans, other national champions. I mean, we've dominated the world of sport. Also, Hollywood. We work with a lot of Hollywood guys and girls, and they got the big money. They can hire anybody. They hire us, and they stay with us because our stuff works, and it's because it's easy. Now, let me clear it up for you. You can be a vegan. You can be a meat eater on the Dolce Diet. How is that possible? Simple. You follow principles. We've developed principles. We're not forcing templates on you guys. We're trying to teach you and empower you to make decisions for yourself following these basic principles. Dolce Diet principle number 1. You eat earth-grown nutrients. That is real food procured from this planet, unmolested by man or corporate greed. How do I do that? Best case scenario is I walk out into my garden and I pull a tomato off the vine. I pick an apple out of the tree. I live in Las Vegas. I have an almond tree in my backyard. I mean, I've undertaken the work to do this. I go to our local farmers market. I get wild caught fish, wild game, single shot game. It's important. If you're getting wild game, make sure you know the hunter and make sure that they adopt the single shot, one kill philosophy. Lots of hunters do that. It's a big movement. They don't want to see any suffering. They don't want the animal to know they were even there or ever there, and that's the end of it. That's as humanely as that animal can actually be used as a food source. Humanely. I mean, then there's we'll do a whole episode on that down the road. So, earth-grown nutrients, number 1, first and foremost. Real food. If you're eating only real food, you're maximizing the micronutrition, which is more important than the macros. And if it fits your macros, people, I know you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying the macros don't matter, but they don't matter if the micros aren't up to snuff. If your micros aren't built out, you're not going to have the proper cellular health to really build the bodies based upon those macros. So earth-grown nutrients, number 1, most important. Sorry, Pop-Tart lovers. Number 2, we eat every 2 to 4 hours based on what you just did and what you're about to do. That makes life very simple. Real food every 2 to 4 hours. Number 3 is we eat until we're satisfied, not until we're full. We're not overeating. There's no need to. Why are we going to overload our digestive system? It's not what you consume, but what you absorb that actually matters. Simple concepts, ladies and gentlemen. Real food every 2 to 4 hours until you're satisfied, not until you're full, knowing you can eat again in another 2 to 4 hours. And number 4 is we're accountable. Every meal, every day, every week, every month, every year, period, the end. That's it. There is no Sunday fun day. There is no, quote, cheat meals because we don't cheat. That's a negative connotation. We're positive over here. We have earned meals. Pick 2 days each month. That's your earned meal. Your daughter's birthday, anniversary with the wife, the big football game with the buddies, whatever. Earned meal. Now, during our earned meal, as you continue to evolve on this meal plan, you're not going to go to Burger King. You're probably not going to eat a pizza because it's going to make you feel like you got a box of rocks in your gut. What you're going to do and what I do and most of my athletes do, we just eat more of what we already love. We have 300 recipes in the Dolce Diet system. And the athletes, they'll typically say, you know what? I'm going to make that spinach lasagna. with the gluten-free noodles. That's what they're going to have. And I'm going to eat as much of that as I want. That's my, quote, earn meal. They're not going to go to Olive Garden and get fucking sick for 2 days. Or feel sick, I should say. That's what we do. That makes life very easy. Earth Guard nutrients every 2 to 4 hours. Eat until we're satisfied, not until we're full. Number 4, we stay accountable. Now, that's going to get you in amazing shape, better than 80% of the population. Once you decide to really maximize your performance, to get to that single-digit body fat percentage men, ladies, to get to the mid to low teen body fat percentage, to really get jacked, well, then we start to play with meal timing a little bit. Then we play with our carbohydrates. Then we start to look at nutrient partitioning. Then we look at playing with our macros just a little bit more. Food combinations. But it's not that much. It's not that crazy. Once you're following the 4 basic principles of the Dolce Diet, you'll be amazed and astounded at how different your body looks. And anybody and everybody can follow it. If you're a vegan, awesome. Awesome. I love it. You can follow this meal plan. You can have a grass-fed elk burger, or a wild-caught elk burger, or you can have a black bean burger because it's burger night. You can have your baked sweet potato fries with some drizzled raw honey or some raw agave with a little sprinkle of cinnamon. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody can follow the Dolce Diet and maximize their life, their health, their wellness, their longevity, their physical, their sex appeal, while still not trading in your philosophical and ethical approach to life. And as you continue on, you're really going to find what suits you, what works best for you. That's our job, is to teach you, is to educate you, and is to give you the information to make these decisions for yourself, because I cannot be with you. The only thing I can do is put out content, information that I've found useful that's based upon science. Here at the Dolce Diet Center, we have a team of registered dietitians, licensed by the state of Nevada. Also, we have members of our staff that hold master's degrees in nutrition science and exercise science. Everything that comes out of our office has been vetted. Science is here. We are science heavy, but most of what comes out of science is bunk. So we test everything in the practical setting, and that's what we talk about. What does work with Ronda Rousey? What does work with Thiago Alves or Coleman Scott when he won his Olympic bronze medal in freestyle wrestling? What does work for them? How are they able to achieve and perform and extend their life and longevity? That's what we do here at the Dolce Diet. So guys and girls, if you like that, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so you know when we're talking a little bit more, and leave your comments below. Ask me questions. What do you want to hear me talk about? I'm going to talk about anything and everything that you want, because we're here for you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Boom.